This is Favors Financial Topics, various topics. Overcoming financial setback. What should you do? So, address your rationale for cheating in a romantic relationship and how it affects your finances. Determine if continuing an infidelity intention will hinder financial recovery, and then design a plan for how you will balance urgency and increased finances. So you got to always think about your rationale. Why is it that you feel like you need to cheat in your romantic relationship? I mean, if you were going to cheat, why get married? Many comments I noticed under Will Smith's post was a reporting of Will Smith's statement that their marriage is not a monogamous marriage, and that he has had sexual relationships. Many people were saying, men and women were saying, well, then why get married? See, Jada is not going to leave that relationship because Jada doesn't have the same financial resources that Will has. Now, she might have increased in mate value as a result of marrying Will, and she definitely might have increased in financial resources and access to resources as a result of marrying Will, and then as a result of her red tape talk. But she understands that her association with Will Smith is a major game playing opportunity, and that she can do more with him than she could just by herself. So determine if continuing an infidelity intention will hinder financial recovery. They haven't been hit financially yet. The situation that happened with August Alsina is going to have an effect on them later. It may not have an effect on them. Will Smith was able to still get a few movie roles, things like that. But if you decide equally to go on ahead and engage in marital infidelity, just because you have other people in society who might do that, the fact that you are higher in level and you are socially perceived to be the types of people who we thought were monogamous, it's going to shape our understanding and our financial resources, whether or not we want to continue to invest. Because people are really mad and upset and turned around and heartbroken over the fact that Jada Pinkett Smith was cheating on Will with August Alsina, and then now we know that Will was cheating on Jada with other sexual relationships. Maybe because we were hoping for this whole concept of black love being real, or we just had held them in higher esteem. We just held them in higher esteem. We dare not want to hear Samuel L. Jackson or Denzel Washington cheating on their wives. I don't think we could take it. But it's going to affect you later. Derek Jackson is one good example. All this time we thought he was on the up and up, and come to find out, a mistress revealed to another YouTuber, Tasha K, that he had been cheating on his wife, and then they did this little sit down in front of the camera to give a discussion about it. But Derek Jackson has not been able to gain that same notoriety and that same respect that we afforded him, not only socially and then on social media, but also financially. If we gave to his YouTube channel, he has been able to get that back. Although he's tried, he keeps going and doing his best to keep going. We don't see him in the same light, because after all, we believed a con that was very, very convincing. And so that's going to affect him, financially. Later, he may still have money in the bank, but that infidelity, that pursuit of an infidelity, will affect the finances, because it's definitely affecting how people perceive him and how people support him financially online. Design a plan for how you will balance urgency, so your rise in status and increased finances. And so you do have to have a plan for how you might rise in your economy and rise in socially. I mean, what kind of money are you talking about wanting to have? Do you want to be worth millions of dollars, or can you be fine with $100,000 a year? And that's something to think about, because once you decide to move up to higher levels, it's going to affect your finances. It's going to be hard to stay in certain places where people know you. See, no one knows who you are right now, so you can move about freely. But if you decided to become Cardi B, not Cardi B from Love and Hip Hop, but now the big Cardi B, or Tiffany Haddish, not Tiffany Haddish who was in a little movie, but now Tiffany Haddish, who is in demand, and all these other types of people who were just not well known, black and white, who are all well known now and in demand. That's going to increase not only your social status, place you on a higher social hierarchy, but increase your money as well. And so do you have a plan for that? Because people are going to come out of the woodworks wanting to sue, wanting to do all different types, and you can't operate at the same level that you operated at when you were basically a nobody. Now that you are somebody, your understanding of finances, your understanding of power of attorney, understanding of trust, wills, estates, making sure that you keep a muzzle on your mouth so that it doesn't affect your bag, but sometimes balancing it with some statements that you can make as a citizen, right? That all affects your finances. So this is what you want to think about when you are overcoming financial setback. All right, hopefully you were able to gain some insight from this series topic. Like, subscribe, and visit. Like the video, hit the notification bell for future videos. You can visit my website, which is still in development, reginayfavors.com. You can always email me with a question, reginayfavors@yahoo.com. You will be able to purchase the book by the end of October 2021. I'm hoping that I will have it completed, completely revised rather. It is already written and done. I just have to edit it. It is Overcoming Setback, 5 Keys for Entering and Exiting Correction. Thank you for visiting the channel. Coming soon is my new book that I am working on presently and hope to complete by the end of the year, December 2021, preferably February 2022, and that is Favors Financial Recovery, Psychological Approaches to Overcoming Financial Setback, with some workbook elements. So it is it will be the book that will support the audio series, although I have developed the audio series prior to actually writing the book. So be on the lookout for this new book. When it comes out, when I finish, I will create an audio introduction to the book. Thank you again for visiting the channel.